One of the greatest proofs that the Earth is flat. We're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. We're orbiting in the heliocentric model the sun at 66,600 miles an hour. While doing that, we're chasing the sun at almost 500,000 miles per hour. So we're corkscrewing and spinning through an infinite universe, never to return to where we were before. The Georgia Guidestones had a little hole drilled in the middle stone, and if you look through it, there is the star Polaris, our North Star. How can we be traveling in all these different directions, traveling infinite distances, and that star just always remains in that hole? There's no way it would be in that circle a day, let alone 40 years. But it was there.
Somebody blew it up.
So they really been showing y'all through symbolism the whole time. They not putting this stuff out there for no reason. Even since Thriller days, MJ with the lizard eyes, they been showing y'all, look. They're not gonna show y'all this over and over and over for no reason. Orlando Brown, Dr. Phil.
We're in the middle of the desert and we look and there's just like this staircase that goes to nowhere.
Nothing?
And like I see it and
In the
Kim
middle of the desert.
I see it and Kim sees it and we're both like, we get this really bad, weird feeling and we're like, we need to go back and like find out what that is.
It's like an 8-mile city called Felicity and only a population of 7 or something like that.
This is in Arizona?
This is in Arizona.
And this really rich guy, he's a
Rothschild.
A Rothschild. He bought this town of Felicity and named it after his wife, Felicity.
Wait, is this real?
Who we think we ran into.
Can we make sure that this is real? They offer tours of this place.
Oh, we did a tour. It was horrifying.
Why?
They tried to get us into this. They put us in this pyramid.
And told us to make a wish.
They made us try to get. They tried to get us in the center of the pyramid, in the center of the thing. Put our foot in the middle, save this thing, and make a wish, and then sign a contract. And I
saw this the other day. It was a TikTok from Rogan's podcast. Eventually, we will probably be able to make virtual reality undistinguishable from reality itself, to where you could put a VR headset on and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between reality and virtual reality.
Yeah, that's part of 6G.
So what if we're already in that? We could be, you just don't know. So how can
But
you
still,
say that
that's
this
still-
is reality?
That's still reality.
Just like the Matrix.
It's just a simulated reality, but it still exists physically eventually.
No,
Even if you
not
would've-
eventually. It's made up.
Okay, let's go to hypothetical scenario.
It's all mental.
That I see a lot of issues with still, but that technically means, like the Matrix, that that there were physical people, or at least something physical, that then creates the Matrix out of code or something, which is also a physical reality. Everything eventually down the logical landscape exists.
Oh, I seen this guy though. He's like reversing his age. You seen that?
What?
Now check this out. So there's this guy. I think he's like in his late 40s, I believe, but he's a millionaire, and he's working with stem cell research. He's working with so many different chemicals. He's reversing his age, and his body right now is that of a 14-year-old.
14-year-old is
like,
crazy.
We're talking skin, we're talking organs, we're talking everything of his body is that of a 14-year-old. So he has the energy, he has the mobility, everything of 14-year-old.
How's that even possible? Why would you want that though?
So he can live longer.
But in your mind, you're still
like he still has
the
like
same age.
You can just live longer, bro.
Well, what do you think about the show Big Brother?
Big Brother. I've never watched it. I feel like my intellectual capacity doesn't allow me, because I feel like something is not right about it.
Something is just weird about it. Man.
What do you think about it?
Man, as much as people are not aware about it, like Big Brother is actually a show that is like doing experiment on people, like finding different kinds of characteristics, different kind of personalities of people from different countries, different races, different cultures, man. Like, it's crazy.
I think you might be getting into something. So do you think these people are similar to rats? Because they are always on the same house.
Definitely. Because animals don't have that thing with like, nah, man, I don't want to do this. Nah, leave me alone. But then when it comes to human, it's so easy for humans because, you know, there's an exchange, you know.
There's a prize.
There's a prize, money. So if you watch Big Brother, you know that there's a prize, you know. But then the question I want to ask you is do you think Big Brother is actually kind of similar to Squid Game?
I think so, because on Squid Game, there are people behind the cameras, people with a lot of influence.
What's the scariest theory known to man?
We are actually the most advanced beings in the universe right now, and the fear of invading aliens taking our planet for resources is actually just the fear of what we will become. John Douglas, a former chief of the FBI's elite serial crime unit and the author of Mindhunters, says, "A very conservative estimate is that there are between 35 and 50 active serial killers in the United States at any given time." The general concept that we never really die in our perspective. Each time we encounter a situation where we may die, we continue in a parallel universe when something happens that prevents our death. But we die in the original universe. Essentially, our consciousness lives on by transferring itself to a parallel universe where we continue to exist. So we effectively live forever. There's a theory which states that if anyone ever discovers exactly what the universe is for and why it is here, it will instantly disappear and be replaced by something even more bizarre and inexplicable. There's another theory which states that this has already happened. That any computer able to pass the Turing test would also be able.
A disturbing number of people strongly believe it's possible that the world is run by extraterrestrial lizard people in disguise. In 2021, a California man even murdered his small children because he believed they would turn into monsters because of his wife's serpent DNA. Recently, theorists say Disney made the movie Frozen just to mess with Google's search algorithm to throw people off the trail of finding information on Disney's cryogenics procedure. Did you know the world ended in 2012? Well, when the Higgs boson particle was discovered, a black hole was accidentally created and the Earth was just sucked into it. Another theory is that Jesus did not die on the cross. His little-known brother, Isukiri, did. Jesus ran away to Japan, got married, and had 3 daughters, and ran an onion farm. He also lived to be a
Everyone who has woken up or taken the red pill knows what this feels like. Listen to Dick Gregory explain the magic glasses.
This is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to wear them.
So one thing that's always running in the back of my mind during the past 2 or 3 years is how these elites, they would go down to Antarctica, you know, like John Kerry. Buzz Aldrin had a weird tweet a couple years ago about some terror that was in Antarctica. Well, if you look into Antarctica at the names of the islands, there's Coronation Island, which is like Corona, there's Delta Omicron Island, and there's Schwab Island, Rothschild Island, and some of the other ones, you know, a lot of elitists. It seems like there's something going on there. Antarctica and space, treaties signed at the same time, places where all our nations play peacefully. It's probably because they are both the same thing and we are being lied to about both of them. Antarctica's flag is also the symbol for Ethereum, which is what the metaverse uses.
Theories you never thought of. A Reddit user found a black hole on Google Maps and users couldn't figure out what it was. In 1962, an Italian magazine carried a story on how the world would look in 2022. That's nuts. The average person walks past around 7 psychopaths every day. That might not be true. NASA's Curiosity rover discovered a strange rock formation on Mars that looks like an alien doorway. Here's a better look. Only 66% of 18 to 24-year-olds are confident the world is round, according to a survey. And supposedly, a prisoner who died and was brought back to life claims his life sentence has technically ended. Dang.
All right, I got a conspiracy for y'all. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Just ordered Burger King here at the airport. So if you're driving down the road and you pass any Burger King, there's always just smoke bowling out the top of the place, right? Like, dang, they back there grilling them burgers up. Ain't no smoke bowling anywhere in the airport, though. Which tells me the smoke is fake. Burger King be having fake smoke. And on top of that, the burger I just had tastes just like a burger from a regular outside an airport Burger King. What y'all think? Fake smoke at Burger King?
I have something really epic to show everybody, and I hope you're all here for it, because just look. Both spellings. Both of them. Both spellings of Berenstein Bears. Berenstein? Berenstain. The fuck is going on in the universe? I feel like there are two of our universes just duking it out. And I am almost positive at this point that they're both vying for worst timeline. What is going on? What the fuck is happening in this fucking world? Oh my god.
TikTok will surface an early video from a creator and just blow it up. It seems, this is like maybe it's a little conspiracy theory.
I love it. Let's get into it.
But I've made a bunch of TikToks, and it's not extremely consistent, obviously. Some things will blow up, some things won't. But I had an early video just blow up. It's the most viewed thing I've ever made on the internet.
Wow.
Ever. And whenever that happens to any creator, the natural urge is, that's why I'm on TikTok now, is I have to do that again, and I have to do it better to get more views than last time. And you don't really explore what you're interested in as much. You don't really explore what makes you happy and what you're passionate about.
Conspiracy theories. Studies show that cats understand human commands but don't care to follow them. Facts. This clock in New York is counting down how much time we have left to save the planet from a climate disaster. That is crazy. The chance that we are living in a simulation is about 50-50, according to a professor. That is probably true. After 10 minutes of watching yourself in a mirror, your brain gets bored and distorts your reflection into imaginary creatures. That is wild. Theories suggest people who habitually stay up late are more psychopathic than people who don't. I mean, yeah, true. It is believed that when you die in a dream, you wake up because your brain doesn't know how to process the idea of what comes after death. I mean, damn.
Here are some conspiracies that you have to know, and that you should share this with someone. Maybe you are the only person on Earth and everything around you is fake, a simulation, a video game. And maybe the only time we meet reality is in our dreams. And maybe the people in our dreams are the real thing, and they're the ones trying to wake us up from this video game. What if we're actually in a video game and every year is a new level, and every time you die you reset and the game restarts and you start at level 1 again? Just that every time we reset we don't remember it. We forget everything except for our random dreams that are trying to hint us of the past.